Good morning, everybody. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the channel. I am so excited to have everyone here today. I'm a little bit nervous, but I have a group of wonderful players and friends with me today, and we're just gonna have some fun. I have written a one-shot adventure that is designed to be inserted into the end of a major story arc in a campaign. So after a large dungeon crawl, after a major boss fight, this is the type of adventure that you would insert as kind of a interesting downtime rest adventure if you don't want to necessarily do the typical downtime at your home base. So we are going to be playing a very heavy roleplay game. There is still opportunity for combat. I don't know that there will be combat today in the adventure, but you know, they've surprised me before. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into the regular channel spiel today. Hi, everybody. I am TheHypeGoblin. My name is Sara. I use she, her pronouns. Welcome to my charity channel. This has been a project that I've been doing since mid-2020. Everything I earn on this channel goes to thetrevorproject.org. So if you'd like to send in bits to cheer on our players or subscribe to the channel, when I receive a payout, that money goes to thetrevorproject.org. If you'd like to see more about that, I do have past receipts from my donations through this project that I've been doing all on my Discord server. Link is in the chat, and if you're watching on YouTube right now, it is down below in the description of the video. Last year we raised over $700, and this year, you know, I'm hoping that we raise an even $1,000 from bits and subs alone. I think that'll be super cool, and it's a very attainable goal. Also, normally we would have channel points and we would have things that correspond to the game that you can affect our game with. Today, we will not be doing that. I am already asking my players to break my game, to touch everything, to mess with mechanics. So we will not be doing that today because that was just one more thing that we didn't need to focus on. But you are more than welcome to spend those channel points to give us high fives. Both myself and the players can receive high fives. They don't do anything, but, you know, just lets us know that you're enjoying the content. Trying to think if there's anything else that I normally say about the channel. I don't think there is, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce ourselves. I've already introduced myself, so let's go around and talk to these wonderful people. Let's start out with our duo from To Have and To Roll first. Robin, who are you and who are you playing today?
Hey, my name is Robin, and today I shall be playing Aranel, who is a Way of the Ascendant Dragon, Eladrin monk.
Love them.
Currently, she is in her summer form.
Okay, awesome, awesome. What does she look like?
She pretty much looks like this. She is pale skin, covered in freckles. She has long silver hair and has a scattering of cherry blossoms all over her, kind of just falling off as she goes.
Alrighty. And also, from To Have and To Roll, modeling the perfect Valentine's Day gift for you and your loved ones is Oliver. Oliver, who are you, and who are you playing today?
My name is Oliver. I'm playing Davin Ryder, the half-elf bard of lore.
Okay. What does Davin look like?
Davin is very opulent, long, flowing blonde hair, beautiful silk garments, lifts in his shoes, looks after his appearance, you know.
I love that he has the Sonny Bono lift in his shoes. That's fantastic.
Oh, yes.
Great character detail there. All right, and circling down and around, we're going to go to the person who's normally in the DM seat, Satan. Who are you and who are you playing today?
Hey everyone, I'm Satan. I feel very excited right now to be in the player seat this Sunday morning. You can find me on Solo's event in places, doesn't matter. I'll be playing today Ferora, my lovable, chaotic wildfire druid. She is half dark elf. She has the quintessential dark gray skin of dark elves, but her hair is a bright, like a deep red, vibrant color. She has like amber eyes. She's dressed, you know, the lesbian pirate outfit. That's what she has on right now, like the fluffy shirt, but it's like open halfway, like the high-waisted pants and the tall boots. And she has a mischievous smirk on her, and she's ready to cause some chaos.
Awesome. I got to play with her, and she is a fantastic character. 10 out of 10. Would cause trouble again. All right. And Jen, who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm going to be playing Cliff, the kobold cleric / fighter, they, them. And they are a kind of a black scaled kobold with big yellow eyes and a cute little pink tongue, and their armor's far too big for them. And they like slime gods. That's their favorite thing.
Wonderful. Who doesn't love a good slime god? All right. With that, we are going to go into today's game. At the start of our session today, our adventurers find themselves fighting a mighty, mighty creature. They are currently in the midst of battle with a ghost dragon. It is currently hiding. It has gone through the wall, and you don't know where it's going to appear next. Your party is centered in the middle of the battlefield. What's going through everyone's mind right now?
I think we won.
Every time I think that, it never happens.
Did we win?
One, and that's that. As Cliff is kind of patting around for their holy symbol, but we are better as they turn undead.
Okay.
It's just a bubbly spray of a circle that kind of bubbles out like bath bubbles and then kind of sticks to walls and climbs up them.
Alrighty, and turn undead. Is there a save for that?
Probably.
We're so prepared. We're professionals.
Yes, it's a wisdom saving throw. It's a DC 14.
Okay. All right, and coming back in, as you cast this and say that you won, you see coming down at an angle from the ceiling is this ghost dragon skidding to a stop in front of you. He's going to make that wisdom save. And with a natural 20 plus 8, he's going to go ahead and save. He's not scared by your turn undead. Davin, you are first up in initiative.
Hi.
I guess I'll try again, have another go, and I'll bonus action inspire Cliff.
Okay.
I guess, and then I'll shoot the dragon with my crossbow. Let me get my attack. Crossbow. That is a 20.
That definitely hits.
I'll roll my damage. 11 damage.
11 damage. Fantastic. All
And
right.
I would like to move far back as I can.
All right. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. You will not incur an attack of opportunity. You were not close enough. All right. Next. Cliff.
They kind of stand there, kind of get down and think for a moment. Okay, and they kind of snap their fingers forward, causing a guiding bolt to kind of stutter, then burst out in a burst of like little butterflies.
Okay.
At this dragon.
Okay.
Let's see if it hits. How does a 16 look?
That hits. The thing about
Amazing.
dragons is they have a really low AC because they're so big. So it's really hard not to hit them.
So 9 points of radiant damage, and whoever
Okay.
attacks next has advantage.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let me make sure that's not a resistance. Nope, you're good. 9 points?
Yep, 9 points of radiant damage, and Cliff will just kind of scuttle away and then realize they're the cleric and stay where they are.
As you boop the snoot with this radiant damage, the ghost dragon rears back and screams its ghost scream into the air. It sounds like that lady from the new Ghostbusters movie, honestly. It doesn't sound like a dragon. And then it smacks its feet back onto the ground. Arnell, you are up.
See, this is why we don't put our weapons away that early. And she runs in right up towards it, takes out her bow staff, and she hits the dragon with a bow staff.
Wonderful.
Advantage. Don't forget you have advantage.
With advantage, even better. Let's do that. Okay. With advantage, that is a 21 to hit. for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Next, she is going to use her second attack, and she is going to use her own Breath of the Dragon as she breathes out these flames over this dragon in front of her, who shall need to make a Dex saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's see. Ooh, Dex is not its strong suit. Let's see how this goes. That's a 5. It's a big old
that is
dragon in a cave.
Fail. That is a fail.
All right.
He is going to take 2d6 worth of fire damage, which is 9 points of fire damage.
All right.
And last attack, she's going to flurry of blows him.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, the first one was a natural 1.
That doesn't hit.
Thank you. Next one's a 21
That hits.
for 9 points of damage. And she's
Wonderful.
going to stand there and hold her ground.
Wonderful. It's backing off. It's shaking its big old ghosty dragon head. It's not happy. Next up, Fiora.
What does the dragon look like?
It's a mass of bones and green glowing energy. It has that sickly green complexion about it. And you can see like some ectoplasm drool coming out of the mouth as it shakes its head, looking at you all. The bones aren't necessarily jointed, but just all floating together right next to each other.
Can it make me a Dex saving throw?
It definitely can.
Okay. Dex 15. Yep, 15.
It rolled a 19.
That's fine. It
No.
takes half.
Okay.
As you see weirdly clouds start to roil in this enclosed room as Fiora then slams her staff into the ground and lightning comes down. Let's see. So half of 22, it takes 11 points of lightning damage.
All right. It is stumbling. It is not looking good. It's shaking its head even more, and the bones down its body are just shuddering, struggling to
Just
stay
give up
together.
already, please. I'm so tired.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Next is the ghost dragon. It's going to make a bite attack. All right, multi-attacking first, Arnell.
First.
Does the 27 hit
on.
you?
Yes.
All right. You will take 37 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ooh. That all you got?
Funny you should say that, because it also makes a swipe at you as well. Does the 28 hit?
Yes.
He must be both them.
20 points of, not 20, 14 points of necrotic damage.
So Arnell's down.
Okay.
Oh, actually, could I actually cutting words the last one? Just in case.
Is that a reaction?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much you had
Is?
left, but I'll roll a d8 and you can take it off the damage.
Go for it.
where's my d8?
See if you keep your friend up.
Take 7 off the damage.
How many did it hit me with?
14.
So 7.
I got 1 hit point.
Hey, 1 hit point is all you need to stay up.
You ain't afraid of no ghost dragons.
Who you gonna call? Davin! Speaking of Davin,
No.
that will be the
My
ghost
turn.
dragon's turn. It's confined by this cave. It can't really go anywhere. Davin, you're up next. Top of the round.
Okay, I'll inspire Aranel first. I'll be like, good, stay up, Aranel, and I guess I'll shoot it. I guess I'll shoot it again.
Okay.
Yeah, with my crossbow. Can I actually get my sheet up? If I just close my sheet. No, it's there. Okay, crossbow. Go. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. And 8 damage.
That's more than enough. What does it look like as you shoot this dragon and kill it?
I guess I like I don't know, whisper I don't know, something to the to the crossbow bolt. I just go fly my pretty I just aim at something that kind of looks like a heart with this mound of like goo and bones, and yeah, I was like, that kind of looks like a heart. There we go, and I'll shoot that.
All right, as you shoot into what you think is this creature's heart and whisper sweet nothings to your arrow, it flies forward and true and hits your mark, and what you saw as a glowing mass of ectoplasm and ooze and just pure arcane energy keeping this creature afloat explodes and bursts out, as most ghosts do in ghost stories, covering the area in a fine layer of ectoplasm. Fun fact, ectoplasm's good for the skin.
How is it?
You just see Ferreira's like, it's okay, guys. This is good for the skin.
We
put it
put
in a jar.
stuffing a button into a
Just
bottle.
rubbing it on her skin. It's fine.
I'm going to prestidigitate it off me.
Cliff will go over to Ariel and just kind of bap them on the knee, and you get 13 points of health
Tap
back.
them for 1 hit point and they die.
Thank
Finish
you.
the job.
It's much better.
Roll for damage. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders.
I thought you were telling me roll for damage. I was like, I was joking.
It's like wounds.
Roll for damage?
I mean, I could roll for bop damage. I don't know. Anyways, back to the adventure. Welcome, raiders. We are so happy to have you here. We are playtesting an adventure. We just ended combat with a ghost dragon, and now our adventurers are left in a cavern with piles and piles of treasure about them. What do y'all do?
I'm gonna make sure I'm clean first.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation in sections on my body and just
All right.
however long that takes.
Gavin, you look fine, okay, honestly. Maybe we should start having a look through some of this stuff.
I found gold. Holds up 2 copper pieces.
Well done.
Yes.
That's good job.
Yeah. Put that in your bag.
Don't you spend
They
that
put
all
it
in one
down.
place.
They put it down
Spend
and,
it all on sweets.
and find a bunch of actual gold and just kind of shovel it into their armor.
All right. You can. This was a old and ancient being. You can throw 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Points to everybody else. This is mine. I buy diamonds with this shit. Back off.
It goes to the next pile of gold.
Let's go ahead and roll some investigations as you are all picking through this. Let's see who
Oh.
finds what.
I have a +0, so this is gonna be fun.
Hey,
But I did roll a natural 20.
excellent.
Nice.
All right. The rest of you all find. We'll give you all 1,000 gold. Those were some pretty high rolls. Davin, you find a potion of giant strength. Fiora, you find 2 potions of healing.
Oh.
And Arnel, amongst the gold that you pick up and slide into your bag, you find a unusual pocket watch that's not ticking, but it doesn't show time on its front.
What does it show?
Would you like to investigate the object?
A quick look at it and be like, any of you good with watches?
Back it in the face. And
My dad
they'll
was a
go-
watchmaker.
They go over and just bap your knee again.
Do I
Aurora, you want to have a look at this?
whisper somewhere to Wycliffe? My dad was not a watchmaker. It's a
That
watch.
was a lie.
Roll me investigation on the watch.
Oh no, I have +0.
That's fine.
13.
Okay. The watch needs to be wound like any other watch to get it working. It has a very similar mechanism at the top with a knob that turns back and forth to wind it. There is a glyph visible on the back plate of the watch.
Would I be able to tell what the glyph is?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Another +0. But it's another natural 20. Holy shit.
Fabulous.
I'm wasting all my natural 20s on this.
No, this is great. This is wonderful. The glyph on the back of the watch is one which renders the watch indestructible. Whoever owned this before must have wanted to make sure their timepiece would last a lifetime, which is unusual because it doesn't appear to tell time. The watch is... You see staircases within the watch that lead off to the side, and some that seemingly disappear into the back of the watch at odd angles, jutting forwards and backwards. Some that look like they connect to each other, others that look like they connect to doors. But for now, it just sits dormant.
You see Ferrora go into ADHD hyperfixation mode. So she just sits down on the ground and starts moving the watch, just watching where the stairs lead. And she'll start winding it. Thank you, I got coffee.
Great.
She gets coffee.
Here you go, Aurora. I thought she might need
Oh,
some.
thank you. Yes.
Yes, it's okay.
You make the best coffee. So it seems that this is like indestructible, and there's a bunch of stairs, and she's talking while she's winding it. There's a bunch of stairs and
As you wind the watch and it starts to whirl to life, you hear the ticking like any other pocket watch. Stairs and platforms in the watch begin to rotate. Doors open and close. Small figures, vaguely similar to the members of your party, run up and down the stairs and through the doorways. Seemingly platforms that shouldn't logically connect. Do you lean in for a better look?
she does because she's stupid. She's just like, guys, I think this is us in here. And she's just holding it up close to her face.
Did you get hit on the head by that dragon? We're out here. We're not in there.
First of all, you were the one
kind
that
of
got hit
pushes
by
it
the
into
dragon, not
Aurora's
me.
face.
Oh, just ow! She
As-
kicks your little shit.
As you all gather around to look at this watch, the watch casing begins to glow in Fiora's hands.
Oh no, I fucked up, guys. So she
And
First
glyphs etched into the tiny stairs and doors, rotating round and round within this watch at impossible angles, begin to glow. For the briefest of moments, the stairs lock into place. And suddenly, there is a blinding flash of light. And when you all regain your sight, you are standing in the lobby of what might be a grand house.
I think I fucked up.
If it's a home. We live here now.
Hello? Screams out.
I'm not not entirely sure. What did you do?
I fixed the clock. You gave me a clock. It was broken. I fixed
I did not give her a clock. I don't know what
You
you're talking
gave
about.
no, you
no,
gave me a
no.
clock. You
Oh.
gave me a clock.
Try doing the opposite of what you just did.
Lick
Maybe
it.
you'll
Okay,
understand.
I'm gonna.
Don't
I
lick
gotta
it.
lick it.
Look at
Is that what you did first time?
No. Does she still have the clock?
Yeah, you still have the clock. It's dormant in your hand now.
Yeah, she's gonna try to reverse shoot them. Like,
Okay. I will move my players over to the map that I have for them.
map.
You're standing in a large grand foyer, reminiscent of mansions that you've been in as people have employed you along your journey. There are pillars that run through the center of the hallway, a row on either side, holding up large arcing ceilings. The walls are painted by hand with sceneries of stars and flowers. Something that looks vaguely Feywild in one corner. Cherry blossoms have been painted along the ceiling, near the pillars. And along the wall where a grand staircase is, you see two flanking suits of armor. Opposite that, you see two large double doors, beautifully carved. And along one wall, amongst doors leading possibly to other parts of the home, you see a mantle with a clock.
Hmm.
We go out the door?
I'm gonna go to the other clock.
Of
Okay.
course, why wouldn't
Chaos
from the first
druid.
you? Maybe you should stay away from clocks.
No, I did something. You know, maybe I can do something again.
But I guess it can't get worse.
I'm going to go look at the big
I mean,
guys
say
in
that.
armor.
Okay.
But I'll check the door.
Okay. What do we want to do first? Door, armor, or clock?
You guys go first.
You can go take the armor.
Okay.
I'll go up to one of the big suits of armor.
All right. Roll me investigation on that armor.
Sure. What could possibly go wrong? 17.
All right. We'll use this for both sets of armor. They are both beautiful and expensive sets of armor. One appears to be elven in make. The other appears very similar, but it has a darker hue to the metal, almost as if these were created by two separate groups working together on the same design, but choosing to use their own resources. But they're quite lovely.
They're very lovely. Nothing else seems to be wrong, though. I think we're all good here.
You sure?
I feel so relieved. Thank you, Aaron.
I knew you would, Davin.
I'm shimmying over to the door.
We have been in worse places.
That is true. Fura will shimmy over to the mantle. Can I get a sheet in the Roll20 to put a token on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll me investigation on the mantle.
Why do I investigate so many things?
You can get one of your friends to help you if you want.
Anybody want to help me?
No.
Weecliffe comes over, pulls themselves up, and says, "It's a clock," and helps.
All right, go ahead and roll that investigation at advantage.
It's a 12. It's better.
All right, you should have a sheet now.
Thank you.
All right. You look at the clock, and it's also not currently ticking.
What's with these clocks?
As you look it over, there's nothing that appears to be a trigger mechanism or a winding mechanism. However, it does sit atop a platform that has 3 slots in it.
Oh, guys, it's a puzzle. I'm pretty sure we're stuck in here.
You live here now.
Yes.
Well, we certainly are stuck with that attitude. We can solve a puzzle.
Yeah, I start walking faster towards the door.
Okay. Roll me investigation on the doors as you near them.
Try and open them.
Open store faster.
Open store faster. Investigation. Where's my investigation? There it is. Not too bad at this. 8.
Okay. That works. As you near the doors, you get a better look at the carving on the doors. And it's scenes of someone's travel, almost as if this is the recorded passage of time for whoever built this house. It starts out with a young gnome traveling with a group of friends. And eventually, those friends, one by one, leave the party, and she parts ways with them with what appears to be an elven man, much, much taller than she is. They go off, and there are scenes of fighting dragons, speaking to nobles, some of which you recognize. Later in life, the images carved into the doors appear to be more domestic. There's a bookshop, and there are children. And above it, carved into the door, arcing across both, are the words, "I have 2 hands on my face. Check on me to keep your pace." What do you do?
Looks at the-
This is all lovely. The door. I'm assuming I can't open the doors.
You can try.
I will try to open the doors.
They're not locked.
Oh, okay. I'll open the door.
As you open them,
On the way out, guys.
as you say, "On the way out, guys," and you attempt to take a step from the threshold, you step into the inky blackness of 1,000 stars. And as your other foot leaves the threshold, you are instantly teleported back, facing inward, looking at your friends.
I told you we were stuck.
Maybe if I take a hang on. Maybe if I take a run at
Do it
it,
again.
and
Maybe
I'll
you
jog
just
in.
backwards. Maybe just fall backwards like a truss exercise.
and I'll just run through the door as fast as I can.
It starts running at us.
Okay. Are you going to try and run out the door?
Yeah, we're just gonna sprint out.
Okay.
yeah.
You go and you sprint. And as your foot once more leaves, instead of contacting with ground, it contacts with nothing for a moment, and then it contacts with the tiles of the foyer.
Come back.
And you're looking at your friends once again.
Hi.
Well,
Do it again.
this is depressing.
That seems like fun though. Farrah's just gonna walk out of it.
Well, yeah, exactly. It would be fun if we weren't stuck and possibly going to die.
Why don't listen to Ardell? She has the peppy attitude. She said, "Not with that attitude," and then
Yes. We are smart. We are an intelligent group of adventurers. I'm sure we can figure out a very simple whatever the hell this is.
Why are you so upbeat today?
I don't know.
Did you meet someone?
No.
Did the ghost dragon do it for you? Like, not like that.
Well, for all that.
Was it the orc in town? I mean, he was pretty.
He was rather interesting, wasn't he?
Mhm.
I knew it. Love.
Love at first sight. Anyway, this says something about hands and faces.
Weecliff goes up
Nice.
and puts their hands on your face, Fiora.
You can't reach my on my knees.
Whoever wants to can roll me an Arcana check.
You're clearly talking about a clock. My mom was a clockmaker, guys, not my dad.
You're full of shit, aren't you?
Your
No,
dad
my
could
mom,
lie.
my mom was a clockmaker, actually. 8.
14.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Fiora, you are sure that this has to do with the clock.
Definitely has to do with the clock, guys.
The rest of you pass the DC, and you've encountered wizards before and the ways in which they protect things and the magical triggers that they use. Oftentimes, they will have a 2-part lock on things. First, you recite the incantation, which you can surmise are the words above the door. And the second will be to respond with the second half of the lock, which is its answer.
A clock.
So so I think we just then say those words and say it. I
David,
guess to
shut
the
out a
big
clock.
clock.
I have
Shout out
2
the clock.
hands on my face. Look at me to keep pace. A clock.
As you say the words and its answer, there is a shimmering iridescent light that comes from the doors, and all of the carvings light up one by one.
I either did something really good or fucked up again, guys. We'll see.
Oh, it's a
I'm
show.
sure it's fine. Well done.
And as you
Oh no! Not the
We
timer.
solved it. All
and,
done.
We saved the day.
and as you begin, as you end saying these words, the clock next to you starts ticking. Not the one in your hand, the one on the mantle.
No.
Numbers appear, and it only counts down 30 minutes.
The mantle had 3 slots. We gotta put stuff in it. What did the slots look like?
They
I
had
don't
Wait.
like counting. It makes me nervous.
Wait, slots? I missed slots. How many? Where are the slots?
There are
in the clock.
there
In
are
the-
3
in the
slots
mantle?
in the clock. Yep.
3 slots in the clock.
Slots in the clock.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
3 slots before me.
How dare you?
And for chat viewing, I have included at the bottom of our screen a clock that is the same clock that my players are currently looking at. So everyone is on
Might
the same time
wanna-
frame.
great.
How big are these slots?
They're all
5'5".
they're all uniform in size. Yep. You know, that's just gonna be as good as it gets, because the more I mess with it, the worse it gets.
I miss making Robin laugh.
They're about maybe 2 or 3 inches long. Just about the width of maybe like a centimeter.
Does anyone have anything about 2 to 3 inches long with the centimeter width?
Not me. Certainly not. Certainly not. I'm sure I can find something though. So hang on. I'm actually okay. So the slots are in the mantle. Someone's laughing. Are the slots in the mantle or in the clock?
Oh
They're
my God.
they're in the base below the clock.
The base, right? Okay. Okay. Well, we'd better look around for something to put in there.
Well,
Uh-huh.
the armor, it's pretty armor. I don't. Maybe there was some weapons or something there that can go into them.
Well, it's small.
be
It's tiny.
rather- Yeah, rather useless weapons. Maybe they have like a dull set of armor that has something you can put in there.
Is it
Not
like a
the
specific
size,
shape?
It's how you
Yes.
use them.
They are all uniform in shape.
Is it like a rectangle?
3 inches
or-
long by a centimeter wide.
He's trying to describe this again for us.
And is there another door in this foyer?
There are 3 doors. There is
Hmm.
one here. Let me get on the map to ping for you. Nope, that's the map layer. There's one
see.
here.
Oh, here they are. Okay.
There's one here.
That's the wrong shade of green.
And there's one here.
There.
And what were these again? I know you described them. These little
Oh, those are plants.
just plants. Okay.
There's no natural light in here, but they're alive somehow. I don't know. I just like plants, so every house needs some.
Magic stuff, guys. Magic stuff.
They are useful.
We call that magic BS in this household.
Okay, so there's 3 slots, 3 doors.
Mm-hmm.
3 slots, 3 doors, 2 plants, 2 sets of armor, and 8.
No, I wasn't just counting stuff, Aranel. I was like, I was saying there's 3.
Now
there's,
count the
we have 3.
tiles.
We have 3 missing things. Maybe the 3 missing things are in the 3 separate locations.
I'm gonna go
let's pick
over
a
to
door.
this door.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
let
go
me
back
see.
them up.
What color?
All right. Are you rolling investigation on the door?
Yeah, I'm smart enough for that. I'm gonna
Okay.
roll
Are you?
this. Yes, I have a +3 to my intelligence.
I'm gonna stand back
Okay.
slightly
20.
while they do that.
What was it?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You know that the door is locked, but other than that, it just seems like a normal door.
Oh,
There's
would you like me
another-
to try and pick the lock?
Yes.
I could. That's something I can do. Okay, I'm going to go and try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Yay.
Roll those lockpick tools.
Right.
Get a bless as they kind of just bat the back of your leg.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you just remind me if I'm using lock picking tools, what do I roll?
It would be Dex plus your proficiency. If you're
Proficiency.
proficient.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And a D4 because Wycliffe blessed you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 16 plus
Then Wycliffe remembers, oh, it doesn't work for
20.
this because it's only for saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay, so no D4.
They're helping, but
16.
not in a constructive way.
Yeah. Here's a spell you can't use.
That's a 19.
Okay.
And then I'll turn our intuition and be like, thank you for the help.
All right. Easily enough, you have unlocked this door. And
We want to
as
sneak in. Sorry.
you could.
I have
Goes
passed
in.
without trace.
Wycliffe's already wandered in.
Okay, well.
I'll
lightly
reveal.
tap her staff on the ground for pass without trace for the 3 of them.
Oh, I'll take some pass without a trace.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
roll 20 as being a butt. Hang on. All right, there we go. The door's open to a dining room. The room is set for an upcoming meal that seemingly never happened. The room is small and cozy with seating for about 5 to 7 people. The chairs are all various sizes, and the seating looks through a open half wall towards a spacious kitchen.
Looks like we missed dinner. Or we're just in time.
Wycliffe gets up on the table, touches the food, and slowly puts some in their mouth.
It's good. It's a delicious dinner. A little cold. But it appears to be on plates that are keeping it fresh.
Just sits down and just munches on whatever they find.
There's a full spread there.
Or I will
Stuffing
go
their
grab
food.
a bread roll and eat while she walks around.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go find somewhere to wash my hands before I eat.
Okay. Are you all still
Sounds
stealthing?
Good for you.
Yes, I'm stealthing to the sink.
Okay, roll me a stealth check, everybody.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gavin, if you can also roll me a d4, I need something determined for me.
Okay. I'll do my d4 first.
Thank you.
It's a
Two.
3.
Thank you.
17 stealth for Ferrara.
Okay.
35 for Arnell.
Okay.
27.
Me too, as they're just munching.
All right. Easily enough. Yeah. Nothing greets you.
What?
Are
I think
you
we're just,
looking through the kitchen now?
I don't think we're just clattering through the kitchen with this path
Yeah.
without a trace on it, just being like,
Yeah.
like just like a silent movie. I'm like washing my hands,
Just silent, yeah.
eating, and just...
Oh dear. Arnell's gonna go give Flora a hand as they're looking around at stuff.
Okay.
See if she can
Go
see
ahead
anything.
and for a roll me investigation with advantage.
I rolled a 2 and a 7, so a 7. Maybe I should let y'all do the investigating next time.
No, I like this.
Haven't found any clocks to lick in here.
You
gotta look at-
find
I still have the small clock. I can lick it.
tastes like metal. Pennies. Gross.
It's like putting a bunch of copper in your mouth.
Because it is.
You find some place settings, some silver settings, some lower quality settings carved with wood, but nothing else.
Is this a door?
Yep. It is. Davin, what are you doing in the kitchen?
Well, after I've washed up, I guess I'll look around. Is there anything I can see to do with time, like an egg timer or something like that?
There's like a couple sand timers. They're each labeled that they have a precise set time that they would count down to. But no like digital egg timers. Roll me a as you're looking for a clock. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Is that what my clip sounds like?
Just gotta eat it. Just watching all this.
15.
Okay.
Oh, guys.
All right. It seems like a pretty standard kitchen. It is very well stocked with food and cooking supplies. There is a ladder that moves about the kitchen on a track to reach higher shelves and higher cupboards. You being on the bit taller side with the lifts in your shoes don't necessarily need that, but you know, someone more vertically challenged
Shh, don't tell
may find that
anyone.
useful.
Storyteller.
As
one
you
could
look
know.
around, there are a few pots with their lids that sit on the stove that is currently turned off, as well as a few boxes of supplies here and there. And also a small chest nestled up against one corner.
Oh, chest. I won't say a chest. I'll just go up to the chest.
Okay.
Remember, guys, 3 inches, 1 centimeter.
What are you doing
Oh.
with the chest?
I'll see if I can slowly open it without anyone seeing.
You go to open it, and as you try to lift the lid, 2 yellow eyes open and look at you.
I still won't let on.
And you cannot let go.
You all right
What'd you
there,
do?
buddy?
Oh yes, fine. Just looking for the soap. Just.
As these eyes open and you look around to respond to your friends, shaking this small chest, 2 of the pots on the stove have yellow eyes that open as well, as do what appeared to be a bread bin on the countertop.
It's all mimics.
Weecliffe just goes, babies, and goes over
Are
to
they
one.
baby mimics?
Are you
Picks one
going
up
over
and
to...
sticks it to their chests.
You now have a mimic on your chest.
Can I try and feed one with one of the non-mimic breads?
Go ahead.
No, don't feed mimics to mimics.
I hope this isn't a mimic egg.
Are you playing with the mimics?
Yeah,
Maybe?
it's a jolly old time.
Okay.
I mean, when your hands are stuck to it, you might as well give it some scritches.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Mimic anyone?
You're feeding it, Fiora?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Weecliff has 3 other
58.
mimics on them.
58. You feed it this roll of bread. And these aren't like other mimics you've met before. This one begins purring.
Guys, it's purring.
It munches on the bread roll as you hand it and parse it out bit by bit. And then with a final purr and what you think might be a burp, it burps up a potion of climbing.
Guys, look, if you feed them, you get stuff.
Oh, great. Can you feed this one? I can't let go.
Oh, yeah. Just stick like some bread in there.
Okay. Davin, go ahead and roll me a D100 for the mimic you're holding.
I'm gonna pet the other one that was purring, but like with a utensil so I don't get my hands stuck.
It doesn't appear to be sticky when you go to touch it. That appears to be more of a defense mechanism when they're unsure.
Aw. She's just gonna pet it.
Arnell's like nudging them with the end of her staff just to see, like, is this a mimic? Is this a mimic?
Weecliff has now 6 of them on them.
There's not 6 in the room. There's only 4.
There's only four.
Yeah.
4 of them on.
I already have one. Leave me alone.
Davin, what did you roll?
Please stop fighting.
I rolled a 68.
68.
68.
We'll go ahead and give you one more point to make it nice. You get
My
a pair
second
of
favorite number.
you get a pair of prescription reading glasses after it burps following its meal.
Just what I always wanted. I don't think these will fit in the slots in the other room, so.
But the mimics, now seeing you no longer as a threat, have dropped their sticky self-defense mechanism, and they're all just kind of hopping around you, kind of like cats.
Farah's playing with them.
They seem to be burping stuff up. Maybe they could burp up. Maybe one of them has eaten what we need.
Oh.
Perhaps. Should we just keep
Yeah,
feeding
feed
them
the
all?
other two.
Just
Feed
force feed
some
them.
chicken.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100, Jen.
Okay. 56.
56. You get a potion of healing.
Takes it. This is useful for me.
I think they just burp out random stuff. Can I? Okay, question. Do
Yes.
they count as animals?
No,
Oh,
they do not count as animals.
that speaks of animals.
Although they do appear to be domesticated.
Hey, babies.
Do it.
Have you seen anything 3 inches tall and 1 centimeter wide?
Their eyes blink at you, and then they blink at the food nearby.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm gonna give you some more food. It's just gonna keep feeding them.
Okay, roll me another D100.
Oh God.
That happens, I'm gonna cast Borrowed Knowledge on myself and investigate
40.
the room.
What'd you roll?
40.
Okay. You get another potion of healing.
Oh.
And it starts coughing like it has a hairball
Oh.
in its
It's
throat.
okay. It's okay.
And
I'm
it
gonna,
coughs-
pat its back.
And it coughs up a red rectangle, to our words put together. Oops. That is 3 inches in length and 1 centimeter wide. Nice little
Guys, I
disc.
found it.
Well
Put it
done.
in the spots.
She takes the mimic with her and runs out the door.
Are we taking them with us now? No? think-
Holds
I
2
don't
mimics
know.
under their arms.
I mean, I'm not walking them.
Do
They
you have to
walk
walk
themselves.
mimics?
I don't know.
Well, just in
I
case
think-
you do, I'm just making sure that everyone knows I'm not walking them.
She goes
Your
and puts.
sensor like sloth.
She'll put the little thing in the slot.
Okay. It goes in and it slides all the way in. You hear a clicking. Click, click, click. And then it is pushed back out.
Try in another slot.
same thing. Push it in. Click, click, click. And it slides back out of the slot.
Try the third slot.
I think Weecliffe just comes over and smacks your hand. We need the other two.
Don't smack me. Smacks you in the butt with my foot.
I'm going to
Okay.
feed another one of the mimics.
It's okay. I know where to keep this safe. Bro.
Arnell, roll me a D100.
50.
50. You get another potion of healing.
So what do you think happens when we run out of time here? Cause,
We die.
what do you think we should maybe check the other two rooms rather sharp,
Goes over
Sure.
to another room.
quick as we can?
Doesn't check it. Well, checks it for
I'm
traps.
going to this room.
Okay. Roll me investigation on the door.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Why do I keep making the investigation?
One day she's going to learn.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
18.
I rolled a 26 for a nat 20.
Okay.
It's Weecliffe's just kind of sticking the mimics in various spots on their armor.
We're not sticky anymore.
They're not sticky. You're just picking them up and putting them down.
Just dropping off. Just...
The second that they get away from you, they're gonna start moving back towards their nest. You're making them
Go on, little
seasick.
mimic, be free. She'll put the other one on the floor.
Okay. The door is locked, but it appears to be a regular door, just like all the others. This one, however, is not intricately carved. It is made of wood, a different wood from the rest, but it is much plainer compared to the other doors in the home.
Arenell, my dragon babe.
That's me. Would you like me to open the door for you?
Yes.
She'll head over and hopefully open the door. That's 23, 26.
Okay, that works. As you... Sorry, let me finish my cookie. As you push this door open, however, and the mimics are just reaching the dining room door, you hear a bang. And the dining room door snaps shut. And you hear the lock click into place.
But we can only have one open at a time. Good
Do we
thing
want
we're
to
all
let
out
the
of-
mimics back into their room? Or
they're-
do we
they're
want to just
already in.
find all our
Kinda
things first?
They're
kinda let
outside.
the
They're
mimics-
outside the door.
Oh.
They just close their eyes and take a little nap. They don't appear phased by this.
They're fine.
Okay, well,
Gonna go into this room. She's just gonna
Opens the
walk
door.
backwards into it.
All right.
Finger guns.
You enter into a beautiful study. There is what looks to be the remains of a spell circle, no longer in use, on the floor. There are alchemical items, tomes, a small desk with a small chair along one wall, and a beautiful fireplace, currently not in use. What do you go look at?
I'll head over to the fireplace.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
That is a 4.
It's a fireplace.
It's a fireplace.
There are maps and travel souvenirs on the mantle. And you see similar things lining the walls and shelves. Whoever lived here lived a well-traveled life.
Weecliffe goes over and kind of ruffles through the bookshelves.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Okay.
Is it on the map?
Is what on the map?
The room.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm a
Doesn't
bad
see
DM. I didn't reveal it for my players.
No,
Stop
look.
that. They're not.
Look, the number of times I've done that, it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't. They don't find anything. They're just pulling books off the shelf at this point.
What did you roll?
That one.
You find
a 7.
you find a pocket version of Deep Speech and Me. Just
Sits
a little
down, starts reading
handy,
it.
easy translator. Yeah. Anyone else looking about?
I would like to look at these chests. I will tap them with my staff to see if they're mimics also.
No, they're just chests.
Oh, okay. I'd like to open them, please.
All right, they open. They're not locked. Appears the door was the only security measure for the room.
What is inside them?
Roll me investigation.
Oh, God. 8. 8 is my magic number today.
All right. You find inside a manuscript on extra-dimensional spaces written by TG and B, Glimspark. And you also find a pile of scrolls shoved off to the side, stacked haphazardly as though they were just brought back and dumped into the chest unceremoniously.
Are they spell scrolls or just regular writing scrolls?
Give me a... Let's go with perception.
Oh, thank God. I have a +4 to that.
Okay.
I didn't roll the nat 1 though.
They are... Some are arcane in nature, some are not. They're written in the shorthand of a magic user.
My magic comes from nature, not from the arcane. I think some of this stuff is like magic. She's just like opens scrolls and throws them behind her.
It's like standing looking at all the glowing runes on the ground. Really?
Yeah.
A scroll hits Aranel on the head.
I'll cast detect magic. Just
Okay.
see what's there.
Magic.
Are we all dragons?
What?
You
Points
find...
it for Aurora and says fire, points Narno, fire dragon, points to Devin. You're not a dragon, you're the top tier boss. And then goes back to reading.
Maybe.
Davin, go ahead and give me a perception check on these scrolls. And we'll throw the manuscript in there as well, since it's all in the same bin.
Let's see. 24, natural 20.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Good to have a magic user around who knows the arcane arts. We'll start with the manuscript first. It is a unique document, penned by 2 authors working alongside each other. The formatting of the book is that of an academic text. However, it's littered with footnotes and asides from both authors, as though they're having their own conversation with one another in the margins. It can probably be inferred that this manuscript was used by the original owner of the space and also of this room. A lot of the things referenced in it are lying around you. Some of the scrolls, though obscure, have copies that are in the stack in your hand. Looking closer at the scrolls, you will see that as though it was left as a reminder, curled around a piece of one of the other scrolls is a parchment, old and worn. It sticks out, and upon it you see another riddle. The riddle reads, I have roads, but no travelers upon them. I have forests, but no trees. I have direction, but I cannot move. What could I be? I will put this riddle into our Twitch chat for our viewers as well to look over. And into the Roll20 for my players.
A map?
Thank you.
As you say, is it a map? The map glows bright in your hands, Davin,
I wasn't expecting to be right. I'm so sorry.
and
What have you done?
disappears, leaving behind a yellow rectangular key, identical to the other red one. The only dissimilarity is its color.
Great. It's two out of 3.
Do you want me to keep it safe?
Sure.
Puts it again in her bra. That's where the
Are
Okay.
you sure that's the safest place?
Yes. No one gets in here without my permission, baby.
I believe it.
Well, we found 2, which means we've only got 1 left, and I think
sure
we've
we
got like
still
a
have
whole
plenty of
minute. We're
time.
fine.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure nothing will happen once the time goes to 0.
Scuttles out. We did it. Picks
Do
the
you
book with him.
guys want to go to the other door now?
Just
Yeah.
going to the other door.
Okay. All
Roll
right.
Investigation.
Go for it.
You don't have time for this. Just opens it.
1619.
All right. It is another beautifully carved door, also locked.
I lock pick it.
Okay.
12, 13, 14, 15.
That does open the door. As you open this door, the door that you previously had open slams shut and locks. And you are now looking into a very extensive and beautiful library with a fireplace that is currently roaring and lively. However, as you go to take a step in, you hear a chiming.
Oh no.
I'm gonna turn off
It's
my
a
own
time
chiming.
limit. minutes.
All over again.
I feel like I
You
have
hear-
to wake up.
You hear a
Remember,
chiming
please.
from the hallway, and suddenly there is a swirl of arcane energy around you, and you feel an invisible hand push you all outwards through the door, where you are unceremoniously dumped on your behinds, and the door slams shut.
Oh no. Wait a minute. Fur's just like, wait a minute. Hands on her chest. I don't actually have them in chest yet. Where are the keys?
Are they still there?
The keys are not there.
Damn it!
Are you sure?
We know what to do.
To
Goes
the
to the
mimic
kitchen.
room.
Wait,
Okay.
maybe we should figure out this one first. Otherwise, if we run out of time in this room, then we'll have to do that a third time. Maybe we
Wait,
figure out this one
That's really
first.
smart, Davin.
That
Yeah,
is fun.
yeah.
I'm a little
It-
surprised.
It happens every now and then.
Can I check the clock to see if it's restarting?
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
You go and check the clock,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not currently counting.
Come on, clock. Just
That's-
zap it.
Why don't we
That's-
just reset it again?
I don't know how to reset it.
Wasn't it the words that we said earlier?
I have 2 hands on my face, and look at me to keep pace. A clock.
As you
Just
recite the
right.
riddle once again, the same magic glows from the door, and the clock once again starts ticking and counting down 30 minutes. And that is where we are going to go to break for now. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out with us. We are going to go ahead and refresh our drinks, stretch our legs. We will be back shortly with the second half of this adventure. If you are having fun so far, if you are enjoying the adventure thus far, let us know in the comments. I'll be hanging out there during the break. I am so thankful you are all here. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back shortly. Bye, everybody.
He's in.
All right, we are back. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you are enjoying the adventure so far. I know I am. I am so excited that my players decided to make friends with the mimic babies instead of killing them. That is one of my favorite encounters. I love mimics. They're so sweet. Let's see here. Okay, so in the start of the game, you all were teleported via a magical pocket watch into this rather wonderful mansion. You have unlocked most of the first floor, all of the first floor doors. Actually, no, most of the first floor doors. And you have encountered the mimics and become friends with them. You received some potions and one of the keys from them. And you found another key in the office. So now that the timer has run down the first time and you have been pushed back out, into the lobby. What do you do as the timer starts up again?
We
Look
gotta
at the
get to the
kitchen.
mimics.
Oh,
We gotta
wait.
get to the mimics.
No, I thought we. Remember my good idea? Right.
Yes,
we-
remember, Davin had a good
Alright.
idea.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm really sad that you forgot about that instantly.
It's like no time passed at all.
Let's remind everyone how clever I am. Yeah,
Okay.
should we-
Do you
should we
want
check
me
this
to
door first?
unlock the door?
Yes.
Yeah, is it still locked?
It
Yeah, I
has
think they
relocked
all
itself.
locked.
You did hear it lock as you were pushed out.
Okay. Please don't break. Let's do this. $18.
An 18 opens. Good job. All right, and you open the door and you look at a well-stocked library. This is a lot larger than the personal libraries that you've seen in the noble houses. It appears that the room is bigger on the inside once you go in.
And wizards, man.
There is a large, plush, well-worn leather couch that sits in front of the fireplace, and off to the side is a large reading chair with a matching reading chair that is smaller in size. There are portraits that line the walls, as well as a few other knickknacks here and there.
Oh, I like this room.
What do the portraits depict?
There are portraits along all walls. Which walls are you going to?
The one near the fireplace.
Fireplace? All right, roll me investigation.
God damn it.
The DC isn't high. Don't worry. I just give you opportunities to roll the math rocks. Perfect. The portrait on this wall depicts a couple who may have been the owners of this home previously. The male presenting person in the image stands while a small gnomish woman, half their height, sits on a balcony ledge next to him, bringing up to near their height as the elvish person leans back on the ledge in the painting. They're both looking at one another and laughing.
This must be TJ and B Glumspark. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Would you like to take a closer look?
I would
With
like
another
to take
roll?
a closer look. Oh
All right.
god. Can I roll
You can roll
perception?
investigation or perception.
Make it.
23. I'm not licking the painting.
Perfect. As
Scratch
you
and sniff.
investigate the portrait further, you see a small plaque at the bottom, and it is titled "Our Happiest Day" by T.S. Glimspark. And as
There's so many
you
Glimsparks.
move around it, you notice that the signature on the painting is also T.S. Glimspark. This appears to be done by the subject of the painting.
Oh my god, this person was really good at painting. They paint up themselves. Anyway, where's the key?
I just
Stick
running
behind the painting.
admiring the art.
I forgot about the key.
I'm worried now. I feel like.
See, aren't you glad
when
now we didn't we didn't come here with only like 5 minutes left?
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Are you looking at anything else in the room?
I'm gonna poke the couch with my mage hand to see, make sure it's not a mimic, and then
It's a very soft leather couch.
oh, mage hand likes it. I'm gonna sit on it and investigate from the couch.
What are you investigating from the couch?
I don't know. I'll just like half-assed like crane my neck and just kind of look around the room.
All right, roll me
Check over
investigation.
there. Sure. I'm just
We're
resting
not
my
a
legs.
team player.
I'm just resting my legs. Oh, 22.
22. Okay. No, that's great. You see two things. You see on the coffee table near the seating area a book titled The Joy of Puzzles, 2,300 Puzzles for the Curious Wizard by H.G. Smith. And as you look around at the artwork that is covering the walls, you see more refined work similar to the painting that's above the fireplace. And then you see less refined work that is smaller in size and done with crayons and charcoals, things that may be easy for small hands to hold.
Oh, they have babies.
Yeah, check over by the. I'll read this puzzle book. I don't really want to
Waycliffe
read the puzzle
climbs over the couch and sticks a sticker on top of Davin's head.
book. Why don't you just read this? Yeah, here you go. Do some puzzles.
Takes it. I solved all these. Shut this book and puts them down.
Well, maybe you can solve them again.
No.
Yeah,
Go away.
fill them out in pencil.
I'm gonna look at the.
Then erase them and do them again.
I'm gonna look at the baby paintings.
All right. They're, again, smaller, less refined. Things that a child would find interesting. A worm is the subject of one drawing. There is one that is titled My Family, written in an adult hand. But there is a stick figure family in varying colors of what you perceive to be two parents, although the second parent appears much taller than what is depicted in the portrait across the way. And then three smaller figures are depicted in that one as well. And on the various works on the wall, you see written in a small, neat handwriting, Ulrich, age 6, Toby, age 6, Lilybeth, age 4.
They have 3 kids, guys. I'm learning so much about this family.
Did any of the kids keep a key on them?
That's what I was looking for, but no.
You see no keys depicted.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
found
hard
on
to
the side
tell.
of one of these sofas.
No,
I mean-
I'm checking the sofa. I'm checking the couch.
Just run your hand.
I just
this-
imagine
Where's
Davin has
David
like
with
his
us?
feet
I
up
have-
on the
I
arm
have
of the
this whole
sofa.
area. Yeah, I have this whole area right here.
You've got it covered, have you?
Yes, I have. I've got this bit covered.
Davin is
Take the
looking
rest
for
of
the
the
remote.
Yeah.
I'll
Go ahead.
investigate the bookshelves.
You find a wide variety of subjects. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Okay. 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
You find a large portion of the library dedicated to puzzles. This seems to be something that the folks who lived here previously enjoyed quite a bit. Kind of like people who are obsessed with, crossword puzzles you get in the newspaper. None of them are filled out, although you do see in some of them they have bookmarks with partial answers written in them. But nothing particularly arcane in nature. There are a few academic books on the nature of magic, but it appears that since this was a place where small hands could reach, there's nothing particularly magical or dangerous about what is in this room.
And
I'll
I
relay all this.
can I check the puzzles for Wizard's book?
Sure.
I'm gonna see if there's like a dog-eared page or a bookmark or anything that marks the page off.
All right, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Like a hand for Aurora.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll help
Maybe.
you. I'll flick the pages and you can see what's on them.
Just look up and just sure. Yeah, there. Yeah.
I rolled a 5 and a 6, so a 6.
All right. It's not hard to find information written in the margins, similar to the manuscript, and in very much the same tone. There appear to be penciled in notes in the margins between two people, as though they were having a debate on the best riddles in the book that were both hard to think of, but easy enough that they wouldn't themselves forget it. At one point, a rather fast handwriting is going on about their favorite riddle, and a smaller, neat handwriting, similar to the one that has written the names of possibly children, on the portraits on the wall, says, "You don't even know what that is. You will forget it in 2 minutes. Pick something else."
Does it say which riddle is the one that they originally picked?
You eventually see the riddle that's written on the door.
Oh. Hmm. So there's gotta be... Erna, look! Is there another riddle in here that could be?
Let me have a look through and see, because we've already come across 2 riddles, so maybe
They're
the
debating
third
the
one
riddles
is in
here. It's like watching someone plan out your murder.
You do also have a second floor and another room, another door that was not explored. I will remind you.
It's true.
I'm glad you reminded us of that.
Hey guys,
Those
we also
stairs
have a
aren't just
second
for
floor and
looks.
another door we haven't explored.
Shall we head up the stairs?
I quite like it here, but
Where Cliff has wandered out.
Davin's just dumb.
Davin, if we end up unlocking another door, you might get trapped in here.
oh, that is true. And there's only seems to be wizardy books in here.
Food, you'd eventually
Yeah,
die.
Cliff
So-
goes up the stairs
I
and
need
starts to open
tabloids.
the door. You better get out, Devin.
Yes, coming,
Oh,
coming.
come on.
All right, is everyone going upstairs?
Yeah.
Go
Alrighty.
upstairs.
Let me
Cool.
hide areas. Hide everything. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Does anyone remember that meme? Am I the only person who remembers
No,
that meme?
I remember it.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, and reveal. You walk into a large, well, reasonably sized hallway for the size home with 3 doors.
More in 3s. Everything's in 3s.
Oh no. I really hope that the keys haven't switched positions now.
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
I don't know what if every
Change
time the
into the
counter goes down, they
universe.
change positions.
All right. So on one side of the hallway, there are 2 doors, and on the opposite side of the hallway, there is 1 door. But there doesn't appear to be anything else. It's just a hallway. A few more pictures and drawings line the walls.
Well, shall we start heading through more doors?
Well, you're
Yeah.
you're the woman with the lockpicks.
Okay.
You
And
are.
a wine barrel at the end.
Yeah. It's a barrel.
Me Cliff goes over there.
Okay. You want to investigate the barrel?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna invest in barrel for wine. +3, 18.
There is not wine in this barrel. There is a plaque on the side of the barrel next to the stopper that says, "Congratulations on your new bundle of joy, Naya."
It's not wine.
Cliff squints at it, licks the barrel, makes it wrinkles their nose. I don't like it. Wanders away.
I'm going to see if this door is unlocked. Maybe this one will be unlocked.
All right, go ahead and roll for it. Roll that investigation.
Okay. That's a nat 20 for a 22.
It is locked, just like the others.
Brilliant. I'm getting nervous every time I roll, waiting for this nat one. 23.
23.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep, you open it, no problem. And I will reveal the area for you and then describe it. Oh my gosh. Why is Roll20 so temperamental today? What did
might
I
be doing an update.
What did I do to deserve this? All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. All right. In this room, 3 beds line the walls. 2 beds of the same size, featured carved forest creatures and soft green bedding. The third is a slightly smaller bed with lavender bedding and the depiction of cherry blossoms carved into its headboard.
Must be the kids' room.
Toys lay scattered on the floor, and a stack of blocks in one corner reads Lilybeth.
Oh, that's right. I feel like I know this family now.
Cliff climbs up on the smallest bed and starts hopping up on it.
It's a nice
bouncing
bed.
on the bed.
It's a nice bed. This is like Pottery Barn level bedding. This family had money.
Should we check all the beds?
I mean,
This one's too hard, I think.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
This one's a bit
okay.
soft.
Oh.
Can I check the maps?
yeah, you can.
Roll an investigation check.
Go for it. You knew. You knew.
7.
All right. Yeah,
I'm
these
good at
are
this.
they're children's maps. They're the equivalent of what you would see in a school textbook. They're not the same map that you would take traveling with you as you travel the realm. They're not nearly as detailed, but it appears that someone was learning their basic geography of the area. Or of area. A few areas, actually.
I know what the map depicts? Like what land it depicts?
Roll a history check for me.
I'm also probably not good at that. Yep.
I think that'd be history, yeah. We're gonna say it's history.
6. I'm rolling just single numbers today, guys.
There is one that depicts what you believe might be a Feywild court. It looks very similar to a territory where you've all traveled to before, but the others, it's from a continent that you've never seen.
Well, this one might be Feywild. This one I have no idea where the fuck it's from. Wait, you have cherry blossoms and you're like, are you from the Feywild, Aranel?
Yes, I'm kind of quite, I guess you could say I'm quite fey. And there was cherry blossoms painted downstairs.
And cherry blossoms painted on the bed.
And on
So
the
that
bed.
must mean
It's yours.
Granted, I really wanted to sleep over. This is the only way I can convince you all to come.
this is my house.
This is my house.
That's why I can open all these. These are not lock picking tools. These are my keys.
You foiled my plans.
I'm really good at picking locks.
I'm gonna check these trunks.
I might have some actual spells that should have been helping us the whole time. It's just my understanding of the it's my understanding of the actual spell. So enhanceability, it increases things like intelligence checks. Does that cover intelligence-based ability checks like investigation?
I don't use that spell often. If you can send me the wording on it.
Yeah, I think I can just
can
cast
click
it.
Mhm. I rolled a 25 to investigate this chest.
All right, one moment.
Yeah, because one of them is advantage on intelligence checks.
Yeah, so you can do that
yeah.
to give
So,
advantage on checks. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? It asks for up to an hour, so I'll cast it at like second level. No, I could probably do third level actually, since we're doing this a lot.
Yeah, it says you.
So if I cast it at like third level, I can do 3 of us.
All right.
Yeah, well, additional creature for each. No, at least
You
slot
have to
above
do
second.
2.
Sorry,
you
it's a
do
second level
third-
spell.
Yeah.
So I'll do it at third level.
You can
And since
do-
Flora and Weeclef are doing all the investigating, I'll cast which one is it? Fox's Cunning. There we go. Intelligence checks.
I feel so smart right now, guys.
It's
There
like
you go.
it's like
Cunning
you
as a
just
fox.
it's like, what was that movie where Bradley Cooper's character takes the medication and becomes like instantly smarter? That was a movie. It's like that.
Yeah,
You just
I
it's
have
like
no idea what you're talking about.
I can see the movie in my head. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's just like a bolt of lightning hits you in the brain
Yeah.
space and suddenly you are so much smarter.
Yeah, I'll sing a song about a fox or something.
All
What do they
right.
say, Davin?
You're
What does
investigating the
box
chest?
say?
Yes.
What did you roll?
25.
You open it up, and it's not locked. There's dolls and blocks that match the ones on the floor. There's a tea set that appears to have legs on the teacups and the teapot.
I'll set them on the ground to see if they move.
No, they don't.
Darn.
Wind them up.
Shuffles through them, then moves over to another trunk to investigate. 26.
There are books on
23, excuse
Yep.
me.
There's history books on the Fae and Fae courts and the realms. And you see half a jelly roll uneaten. Big old bites taken out of it, just sitting in there.
Clips takes it, looks around to see if anybody's watching them, eats it, finishes it off.
A little stale, but tasty.
Goes over to the other one.
Okay.
25.
Very similar items to the last one you just checked. Almost as if the two owners of these chests were being educated in the same things at this point in their life. This one, however, does not have any food in it, but one of the books does bear in crayon Ulrich's stink face. Right on the cover.
Kind of that writes in their own adage. And Weecliffe is the best. Hearts.
All right.
Then walks away. Nothing in there. Wanders away.
You should. Okay.
Should we check another room? I don't think they'll have it in their kids' room.
Yes. Let's check the next room down, shall we?
We only have so much time left.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about time. Let me worry about time.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right.
Sure.
I'll carry on singing my song as we walk. Has anyone got a rhyme for fox?
Box.
Yeah.
Which door are you going to?
This one.
All right, the one across the hall.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and skip the initial investigation check. Like all the other doors, this one
They're locked.
is locked.
Unlock it.
15.
Fantastic. That passes. This one opens into a bedroom
Ah.
with a large double bed. It's much sparser than the rooms that you've been in before. The objects in here appear to be a bit mismatched. There's a musical instrument laying next to a chair. There's an odd metallic piece sitting on the table. There's actually a row of them all lined up. And there are a few papers underneath a book next to the bed.
Investigate.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know why I said it like that.
You still have advantage. It's part of my song. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll
Investigate.
I'll do my investigation
19.
too. Nice.
Your
All
son
right.
is making me so smart.
24.
All right, what are you all looking at first?
I would like to look at the papers.
The
Maybe
papers?
somebody else can look at the metal thingies.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The papers. They're a mismatch of writings. Someone penning a letter to someone named Ash. Within the folds of all of these papers, a smaller parchment drops out into your hand. And when you unroll it, it says, To Uncle Cheshire. I love your silly faces. Lilybeth.
Aw, this is so cute. Yet not what I'm looking for.
This is adorable. It's useless to me.
It's useless to me.
That Easter egg
This
is in there
not
for
going on the fridge.
that Easter egg is in there for RJ. Too bad he couldn't be here. All right, and you are looking at the metal objects on the dresser?
Yes.
All right.
We could pulls themselves up to look at it.
All right. Roll me a history check.
Okay. 21.
21? Okay. You've heard of these in your travel. You yourself are not allowed to own them, but these are bullets for a gun. It's something that typically only the elves are allowed to carry. There are people from a distant land who use them as well, but within this continent, it's typically highly regulated, and the elves are very particular on who gets to use them and who gets to see the research on them. You've heard of them in your travels. You've seen maybe one person who is a gunslinger in your travels, but you've never actually gotten to see these fascinating metallic objects before.
Cliff kind of turns them around, looks at them, then puts them back, holds up their hand. We can't have these. They're not for us. Hops down and scuttles away.
Oh, okay.
I'm just happy when they're not licking the things.
Honestly,
Then pops up.
same.
Wait, you're an elf or an elf? You can have these.
I think we're all okay.
We're all elves and half elves.
Thank
They
you.
pause. All right, gives them some to Fuhar and some to Devin. I'm not an elf. Sits down.
Stamped on the bottom of them, you see the manufacturer's crest and the name of the rounds, and they are bullseyes.
This is cool. I'm gonna make earrings out of these. And that's definitely not gonna go wrong.
Cliff nods a bit.
I think that's
It will be
a good
pretty
idea.
pretty.
Yeah.
Then you've always got a weapon on you.
That is true. I
Yeah.
can just throw these.
Just in case you don't need your ears anymore, you know.
I mean, I'm good with
No, you would
fire.
take them off. And then
Yeah, just,
No. Just in case, you know. It's fine.
if I have the spell catapult and I have one of these, it's like a gun. It's fine.
Yeah, and because you're never near open flames, it's fine. Sure, it'll be fine.
You are quite into arsons, probably.
No, I'm sure it'll be
I
fine.
am.
It's, I'm
She's
sure.
gonna put them in her bra.
I'm sure putting those
How
next to
many
your head
things have
will
you
be
got
fine.
in your bra?
Just the necessary things.
You have my cupcakes?
No.
Okay. Stands
That's
up and
too
wanders out of
messy.
the room.
That's too messy. I do have. Why do I have a tongue depressor in my bra?
So
I
the
don't
keys have
know.
not magically appeared since 29 minutes ago.
No.
Yeah, see, it's a good thing
Password.
we didn't go collect them all again.
Execution's good, yes. Shall we casually check the next room over here?
You have my tongue depressor?
Oh, that's why I have it. Here you go. It might be a
Takes it.
little sweaty.
That's okay. Cleans it off and sticks it in their bag.
All right.
dear.
The final door, well, not the final door. There's one more downstairs. The door up here, the last one upstairs, is locked like the others.
20.
We
All
only
right.
have 30 seconds left.
I was just watching
Fantastic.
the dice sitting on that one.
As you unlock the door and you hear it click, you once again open the door to peer around another bedroom. This one, on first glance, appears to be a large bedroom for 2 people. much more items in here, but as you go to take a step into the room,
Oh, a bath.
you are pushed out as you hear the chimes from downstairs again ring through the house.
No, my
Oh,
bath.
come on, that was the best room. There was a hot tub.
Turns to Arnell. Unlock it again.
We'll start with that one this
we
time.
got back.
We got to set the timer. Remember, otherwise we end up.
All right.
Wait, can we do this without setting the timer?
Well,
Can you?
I think
Runs
when you open the,
downstairs.
I think when you open the doors and the timer's not set, it goes all, you know, backwards
Wait,
on you.
have we ever
Can you?
tried opening them without timer?
You have
yes,
not.
I do remember. I did once. I ran through it. Huh? Oh
No,
no,
you have
that
not.
was. Oh,
Those doors were just open.
The main door.
That was the main. That was the main door. Well, should we try it?
Let's try it. We
on,
can
you
all
first.
go in the hot tub
I'll stand
for
back.
a couple of hours, and then we can go find the locks.
I like this idea. Do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And that is a 19, 20, 21, 22.
The door does not open. The lock that you opened so easily previously does not budge.
We
One
could start
second.
downstairs.
It's just
and- not
not
working.
like go downstairs. I have two hands on my face, and you look at me to keep
It's a
your
clock.
pace. A clock.
All right.
Run
And
back upstairs.
as you say the words of the riddle once again, the magic goes off, and the clock once more starts ticking. Go ahead and roll that check again
Running
to unlock the door.
upstairs.
Unlock it. Smacks back of Arnell's leg.
And
That meets.
You did it.
yes, let's go into the nice room.
As you walk into this room, unlike the other rooms, sunlight pours in from large windows, creating soft light around an easel and a cacophony of painting supplies. The walls are hand painted, and amongst the tree branches, words can be seen. A large 4-poster bed sits along one wall, flanked by 2 matching nightstands. The legs and posts of the furniture twist and intertwine like tree branches, creating a canopy over the bed. On one nightstand sits a small brown box.
Go to the box.
All right.
Mimic. Bounces on the bed.
Are you investigating the box?
Yeah. Do I still have the cunning? Am I still cunning?
Yeah, it's an hour.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm,
still
I'm
have
still
it.
concentrating on it, so you have advantage.
Davin's
Do you
just
want me to
whistling.
Yeah. Do you want me to touch it with my mage hand first, just in case it's a?
I'm already touching it.
Okay, I'll touch it anyway with my mage hand.
12.
12? It's an intricately carved box. But you're not sure how to open it or what it does.
It doesn't open. Throws it over to Devin.
It's a mimic. No, it's not.
Quick,
shake
Devin, it's
it.
a mimic.
Stop throwing the mimics.
Can I hear anything inside it?
Yeah, we'll say that you can hear something rattling around inside it.
Ooh, there's something inside it.
Like an egg, or like a present,
Well, I
or
hope not,
like.
because I shook it really hard.
Kill the baby, David.
It's the box is just broken now. It's just the broken
It's
piece
just
rattling
broken.
inside.
Can I see? Well, could you not see any hinges on it or anything?
Davin, roll me investigation.
Oh, I'm making other people cunning, but not myself.
If you want someone other than Fiora to help you, they can describe how they assist you in investigating it.
And what if I
Look
hold
at
it
these
in
books.
sunlight for you? Because then you might be able to get a better look at it.
Yeah, well, it's fine because I picked up these glasses earlier, so I can
up
see
the
fine.
glasses.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
Surprisingly, your prescription.
Well, well, so there's 4 with that was with advantage.
Oh my gosh, with advantage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
It's a box. Don't see any
Nicholas
hinges.
just bouncing around on the bed. Have you licked it?
I think you got an 8 with advantage.
Oh no, I did get an 8 with advantage. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
an 8 with that. I got a 4 and an 8. I don't really want to lick it. Would you like to lick it?
Holds up their hand, stops bouncing. Yes.
Can
As
I
long
have
as
a
you're
closer
happy.
look at this big bath?
Sure.
Is it a nice warm bubbling hot tub?
It is currently empty. It is not warm and bubbling, but there is a instruction enchantment on the side on how to magically fill it.
Oh, right. I'm going to read those instructions.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a... I mean, you're going to have to know a little bit about Arcana, I guess, so an Arcana check?
Okay.
I don't know. How well can you follow directions? Maybe that's... No, just roll intelligence. Roll me intelligence. Just straight intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just straight intelligence.
Yep.
That was a 4.
It takes you a while.
Advantage because of the cut
No,
marks.
that's just you
No,
two.
it's just you
Oh.
two.
Mhm.
I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough cunning for all of us.
It's a little confusing at first, but after 10 minutes, you get it to work. But it definitely took some hard concentration.
So everyone's like, I'm just going to sit and work on getting this to work.
Weecliff,
Excellent.
you currently have the box?
Yep. Weecliff's gonna look it over, make sure nobody's watching. Then when somebody's watching, they'll lick the box, but they're investigating it.
Okay, roll me investigation.
16.
Perfect. This is a puzzle box. You've heard of them, and the puzzle book downstairs that you initially licked. You licked the page that did mention puzzle boxes.
Mm-hmm.
They typically unlock in sections. So next, you have to look for how to start unlocking it. Would you like to give it a
Down on the
try?
bed and starts.
You need any help?
Try. Looks over. Yes.
Would you like another tongue depressor?
Yes.
Okay.
Takes it,
Are
eats
they-
it.
Are they tongue depressors, or were they once like ice lolly? Ice cream.
No, they're tongue depressors. That would
Alright,
get
okay.
too sticky.
Okay.
All right.
Eats the tongue depressor Fiora gives them.
It's just
All right.
like,
So this box does require a series of checks. If you would like someone to assist you on it, they can only you can only be assisted on one roll. However, the box can be passed around if you do not want to make the roll. Okay? All right. So looking it over, I will need a intelligence check.
you have advantage.
Yes. Intelligence check. 12 for a 15, 16, 17, 18, and a 18 on the first roll.
Fantastic. Easily enough, as you are licking this box and turning it about in your hands, you press down on a portion of it and find a hidden button that was perfectly flush with the side of the box. And as you press it, a panel slides forward. Would you like to do the next check?
Thinks for a moment. Okay. Looks over to Arnell, holds it up. You do this one. I'll hold the box steady.
Okay, you're gonna assist Arnell?
Yes.
Okay.
With an
Arnell?
intelligence check?
I believe in you.
As good as someone does, sure.
All right, Arnell, go ahead and
You can do it, Arno. I'll inspire
You
it.
got this.
go ahead and roll me an intelligence check at advantage. This next intel DC is higher than the previous DC.
You can do it.
Here, I'll give you
No.
my lucky rock. She's gonna. Here you go.
What does Fiora's lucky rock look like?
It looks almost like onyx, but it has a few cracks of like a red, like almost fire opal inside. She
Okay.
like shines it off a bit on her shirt and gives it to her.
Okay. Love it.
It's not really an
Seriously,
item, it's just a rock that she has.
What else do you have in? Okay. I'll take it. No. Okay. Right.
Just yeah, it works.
Right. Oh, that does work. Okay. Right. Intelligence with advantage. Invest. Is it intelligence? Just straight intelligence.
Yep, just straight intelligence.
Great.
You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Got this.
What was your bardic inspiration?
A D8.
Cool.
A D8.
Cool. It's gonna. That is a 20.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Worried there.
As you are handed this box, the panel that slid away when Weecliff opened the first layer reveals the image of a fox that has been scrambled. And as you sit there pushing the tiles of it around, you click them all into place and you hear another whirling happen as two sides of the box open and expand. You are now looking at an open maze. You're not exactly sure how it is contained, but you can see the walls within the maze, but not the outer walls of the maze itself. Within the maze is a small metal ball. And
Ooh, I
as you
love
look it
these.
as you look it over, you surmise that you must get the ball from one end of the maze to the other without dropping it into a pit. This layer will require a dexterity check.
Does someone else want to do? I don't want to hog the checks, but it's dexterity.
No, yes, it's it's
I gave you my lucky
dexterity.
rock. Go
That
ahead,
is
do it.
That is a
I
weird
mean,
way
you
to
are
say it.
literally the
Aranel,
next
but yes,
person.
it is.
I'm
It
really
is.
good with my fingers. So,
Exactly,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's a better way of putting it, yeah.
That's definitely how to put it.
Okay. Straight dex.
Here's
You're not
another
filling me
lucky
with
rock,
confidence,
guys.
Aranel.
Well, here's another lucky rock here. This one's pink, like your cherry blossoms.
I will say, if someone wants to narrate how they give you assistance, you can make the dex check once with advantage, but if you fail the check, you will not be able to try again.
Can I hold the box steadily for her as she kind of like
Limbers
moves
up?
it? Yeah.
Can I play some intense music? Like, it's probably gonna make it worse, but
Okay,
All right.
Behind you.
Right.
Wycliffe
Yeah,
comes
for
behind
you
you.
hold the box. I can just concentrate on my fingers are doing. Okay, let's do this.
Wycliffe
Definitely.
is going to give you guidance and baps the back of your head.
Yes. Okay, let's do
All right.
this.
Concentrate
ahead.
on your fingers.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
What's guidance?
D4.
4.
Okay.
Oop. 16.
That passes. What does it look
Hey.
like as what does Arnell look like as she concentrates on this and successfully navigates the maze, clicking open to reveal that final piece that you all needed? There's a yellow
Okay,
rectangle
just-
that's released.
Just kind of like really, like you can see her just like really concentrating while vibing to the music that Davin's playing in the background until it gets just to the last little bit and she sort of starts to shake and goes,
You got
Oh,
this. No, you
shit.
got this. You got this. You got this.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, we did it! We're so good at this.
I told you my lucky rocks would work.
Your rocks work. They're
Yeah.
amazing. They're
Got
making
some
me
rocks on you.
unbalanced.
Oh, I can take them back if you want.
Okay, there you go.
Just put them back in her bra.
Alrighty. All right, so you now have a blue rectangle similar to the yellow and red ones that you found earlier. With
Okay.
16 minutes left on the clock, what do you do next?
Let's go get the other ones,
Guys
guys.
downstairs.
All right.
Living room.
We got this.
But the hot tub's just filled.
Jumping out.
It's just ready, guys.
Like, everyone's in the hot tub doing this over the edge. So.
It's just first the couch, and now I can't have a hot tub.
All right. So we're all going back downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Run.
Do you want me to unlock this one first? Because that was just in one of the chests, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just have to feed. I know which chest it was. I have to feed one of them. Give me a second.
Oh, you want to do that one first?
Oh, yes.
You go to the kitchen first.
Kitchen.
I'm gonna see the baby.
Let's talk about this for 10 minutes.
Okay. We're going to the kitchen first. Go ahead and roll to unlock the door.
Guidance is smacked at you, Arno.
I'll take it. 19.
Let's see the babies.
Sorry, what was that?
19.
All right. Yep. You unlock it, and the mimics bop in that were left in the hall
Oh, they
when
were
the
in
door
the
locked
hall.
previously. And sitting on the kitchen counter near a mimic that has its tongue out, getting ready to eat up your prize, is the key.
No.
There's a mimic there just.
Oh.
I'm gonna get it
Okay. Easily enough done.
and give him a little bread roll instead.
He'll eat it. Enjoys it, starts purring again. Spits out. Roll me a D100.
Oh god. 16.
16, you get another potion of healing.
Yeah. Okay. Good mimic. Just pet it.
Runs over to the other room. This one.
Let's go.
I'm coming. Just I'm like fumbling with my tools, trying to get to the next door.
Just holding the tools. We're not even
Oh
being
my
able
god.
to put
Okay,
them back.
right. That's a 14.
Come on, work it with your
16,
fingers.
17.
17, that passes. Now what? Where are you going next?
The map.
The better.
Okay.
I have roads, but no travelers upon them. I have forests, but no trees. I have direction, but can I move? Oh, could I be a map?
The map that was teleported to the desk glows for a moment, and then in its place is the key.
Oh, we did it! Holy
Okay,
fireball, let's go.
The slots.
sluts!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Sheer chaos. All right. Are you putting all of the keys in the slots?
I'm putting all
them
the
in.
sluts in the sluts.
Okay. Okay. You put in the keys, one
Okay.
after the other. And they all go into their respective slots. And you hear a whirling and a clicking and a latching as they fit into their respective mechanisms. And as the last one clicks into place, the timer on the clock stops.
Oh,
And
thank God.
you are still within the house. But from the doorway, another brilliant flash of arcane energy reaches out across the whole house. Previously, it was a white light. This time, it reaches out in a calming blue. And you see it slowly move over the doors and the walls, into the rooms and up the stairs. And you hear a chime at the front door.
Hello?
Did anyone order pizza?
Pizza?
Goes up to the door and opens it.
When you
We're
open the
home.
when you open the door, there's no one there. You look out into the cave in which you started.
Free runs out.
That was a
Gonna-
great
As
building
we-
exercise.
Yeah. As we walk out, I'm gonna my entire body goes out, I'll be the last one out. I'm gonna drop the pocket watch in the doorway inside, and then close the doors.
As you do, the house glows with the same calming blue light and merges magically into the pocket watch that you set on the ground in the threshold. And on the back of the pocket watch, above and below the glyph, it now says, property of Fiora. You now own a magnificent mansion.
Holy freaking fireballs, guys! I got a mansion.
We
With the hot tub.
It says Ferrara right here. It's mine. She's gonna put the pocket watch in her pocket.
And that does conclude the end of this
Aurora.
adventure. Congrats, everybody! You did it.
We
Can't
click
have
the
my
lick
lucky
the
rocks
pocket witch.
anymore.
I liked it.
I licked it. It's mine now.
Yeah.
I already put it in my pocket.
Knew it.
Let's go to the hot tub, guys.
No, we just left.
You're muted, hun.
Sarah, you're muted.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, we do still have nearly a full hour left. So unlike our normal endings to our games, we're not ending our broadcast early. These wonderful players have agreed to stick around and share their opinions on the game with me. This was a playtest that we played through today, so for those of you in chat who have been sitting here watching, taking in the experience with these wonderful, wonderful people, you are more than welcome to ask us questions in chat. Give us your opinions, what you liked, what you disliked, what you would do better. But I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to my players. Who wants to go first? What did y'all, we'll treat this like stars and wishes. What did you enjoy about it? What would you change?
Well, I have one thing that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the cold open. I really like that, especially on a one-shot adventure. Is the whole like, especially a cold open into combat. You know, especially because it's a bit like you open, you're like, right, you go, and you're like, oh, okay, find something. But it gets people on their toes straight away. I really enjoy that. And then also because you've had a bit of combat and had a bit of excitement, it's a little bit easier to settle into a bit of kind of problem solving, and it's a little bit, you're not like anticipating, oh, we're gonna have a big long drawn out fight. You've already done it, you've already used a bit of your resources as well, you know. So
yeah, the way I design this, it's supposed to be low combat for a reason, and I'm glad you enjoyed that. The combat at the beginning of our adventure was to simulate how a DM may insert this into a campaign when they need a break from doing their own prep work, or their party just, you know, they need that downtime after like dungeons get grueling. Like sometimes they last for several sessions, and that's a real drain, a real slog. So this, although there is the timing element that does add a little bit of, I'm going to say anxiety the first time you're realizing what happens when that clock counts down. It's definitely something where a party can just choose to take a short or long rest and then go through and do this adventure. They're safe no matter what, really. Unless they pick a fight with, you know, the one encounter that's in there. But I'm glad you like that. I wanted to kind of simulate where someone could put this adventure in their campaign.
Yeah, I like, I really love riddles, but I love riddles that
you know.
No, I love riddles that are actually like more people can actually solve them, like you were saying and everything before, because it felt like they were just hard enough that a couple of them were, I was like, wait, what is it? Oh, of course, yeah. Like I like that. I thought that was really fun. I like the idea of like having the sort of timer on there as well, even though we knew exactly how much time had passed when you were like, oh, it's time for a break. I was like, wait, what, already? But no, we know what we're doing now. No, we don't need a break.
Even though you had a literal clock.
Literal clock, and I didn't realize it was break time. I was like, no.
I really like the low stakes, because it's a lot of times in a campaign you'll have, you know, quests and dungeons that are very high stakes, and the cold open, like Oliver said, it kind of refers to that. It's really fun. But I like the exploring and investigation aspect of it. I also really like puzzles and stuff like that, but I personally always feel really stupid because in a lot of dungeons I don't understand the puzzles. But puzzles like this, like riddles and stuff, I really like, because they're simple enough where after thinking about it for a moment you'll get it. But hard enough where you do have to think about it for a moment. So I felt really happy that I knew what the answers were.
Because you're faced with the map form, and you're just like, it's a map.
I don't think I've ever seen.
You are Aurora.
I don't think I've ever seen Satan so excited to solve a riddle in a game before. That brought joy to me, seeing you solve that one.
A lot of the times, riddles will read like a math question. Like, Jimmy had 24 melons. If he went into this room at 12 miles per hour on a rocket, I'm like, I don't know. But this is really fun, and I enjoyed the time aspect that kind of resets everything. You're like, okay, well, it's not just going back into the rooms. Like David was like, well, why don't we go into this room first before getting everything? And everyone had like a bit of fun with it. And it was just nice doing something that didn't necessarily require combat, because we see a lot in D&D that things are just, kill it and then you win. I like making friends with things, especially baby mimics, because they're adorable. So this was really fun for me. I really enjoyed it.
I stole the friendly mimic idea from Jen, which the family in this is this adventure is my love letter to Jen. The family in this is my my wizard Tana Grayson Glimspark and her future life partner Bram Glimspark. He takes her name, as you do. And it was important to me to fit that mimic aspect, because in that campaign for us, which Satan was in with me, we had a pet mimic named Breakfast. So in my mind, those characters would have in their vacation home, they might have Breakfast's offspring. So it's just a continuation of the mimic that we overfed in our own campaign.
Yeah,
being brought into this one.
Easter eggs.
Yeah,
for us that knew the campaign.
Yeah,
but also it just story wise, they kind of fits,
Yeah, and I mean, you can take them on as a combat. Like if you have players who want a low stakes combat, you can take these mimics on. You'll still get the key. You'll just have to kill the mimics, but you can just feed them 4 times.
You'll just have to live with yourself.
You'll just have to feed them 4 times, and then you get the key. So it can go either way depending on what the party wants. Yeah, Jen, what'd you think? I know Jen actually read this for readability for me, so I'm interested to see after playing through it what your opinion is.
Yeah, I went in as a readability, as a editor, and I'm going into this as a part DM, as a part player, seeing how it would work, like constructively. I'm looking at it as that type of eye view. I really enjoyed the accessibility. You do not need to be particularly intelligent to engage with these puzzles, or you don't need to be engaged in combat. It's a very nice low stakes adventure that is a very nice break, such as a DM such as myself may like. You guys need a break. This battle was tough. Enjoy yourselves, take your time. Like, that was really nice. Dynamically, I think it fed into a lot of great class playability, because you have the monk, you have the bard, you have the druid, and you have the cleric / fighter who might know what they're doing on a given day, but maybe the roles aren't with them that particular day. But it's it's a low enough stakes where it is fun, it is engaging, there isn't a threat to engage with. It's a really nice wind down from a high intense battle or a high intense dungeon crawl. And
let me tell you, if you had fought that ghost dragon for real, that would have been an intense battle.
Oh my gosh.
I just picked one at random this morning. I was looking at it and I was like, oh gosh, I'm glad I'm not running this full combat.
Ghost dragon. But it's a nice way to give a safe space, to give rest to players who may need it after an intense battle, who may need something just to relax into. It's a comfortability to provide food, shelter, and nothing in the outside world's going to come get them. They can have that space.
Yeah, essentially it is a magnificent mansion that you're in.
I like the aspect of, yeah, it used to belong to somebody, but it can belong to the party afterwards, and they can use that later on in line. That's a really unique way to bring in the Magnificent Mansion to a party that might not have access to shelter spells, or they just need something to go and just chill out in for a couple hours. I mean, that's a really nice way. And to have it portable is a really unique way to examine the magics and the availability around spell making and item making. So I really like that as a DM.
Yeah, I got that idea from Anthony has a little house magic item, and I got the idea.
Yeah. You guys keep forgetting about it. So.
Well, I mean, Lucy has like a spell that can do it now too. So but before she got that, it was really useful, and I just thought, like, what if we take it to, like, what if there's some wizard fuckery that happens with it? Like, what does that look like? So I'm glad you all enjoyed that. Now, okay, so I love hearing people sing my praises. I wouldn't be a streamer if I didn't. Critique wise, do you feel like level 7 was appropriate for this? Do you think it could be used at any level? Do you think level particularly matters?
I don't think it particularly matters in this one because it's more skill checks. So we're not really, maybe spell-wise, if someone were to use a spell, I think this is something that can be adapted to different levels. One of the things that I did like about it is that it's complex enough where it's fun, but simple enough where as a DM who like gets adventures and stuff done, adds their own things in them, easy to add to it. And if you really wanted to beef it up or like not dumb it down, that sounds rude, but like simple, make it more simple, you can do that. It lends itself to that easily. But I forgot the original question already.
I think because it lends itself to like giving the party the mansion spell so well that it might be tricky for a DM that goes, oh, do I really want to give my third level party a mansion? And then you kind of tweak it, but I think the concept is so good. The fact that you can have like a week off of your like normal campaign, but you get something with that week off that you can go, oh, remember when we did that crazy thing in the mansion? And there's a possibility for them to then like name the mansion after the shenanigans that they did in the mansion to carry on with them. So I think the actual concept of having the mansion is the shining property of this one shot. So I don't know whether like you would really want to strip it back and go, oh yeah, you only have, you maybe just get one magic item from this if you're doing it for a lower level party.
Yeah, it's definitely something that again with like the mimics like giving you like potions and stuff, and probably finding other treasure amongst the horde. It's definitely one of those things that I figured a DM can scale up what you get or scale down what you get. The mimic table, I'll pull up the PDF and send it to you guys as players. There will eventually be one that goes out for everyone to purchase should they so desire. Copy link.
The only thing I would add in the kitchen to give the players a knowledge that they have the choice between a battle and a non-battle is to have just a simple little chart saying, make sure you feed them, they will be friendly. And that's a simple enough clue to be like, oh, there's something here we could feed and they could be friendly. You don't have to allude to what it is. You just can be like, here's something that could be rewarding.
I did insert something. Idea, actually, I did insert something like that. Y'all just didn't roll high enough to find it.
That's fair. That's fair.
There were a few things that y'all never found. But I sent y'all the just the base adventure, and then I have my notes in addition to on the side that I was working off of. Because I did customize a lot. Because I figured we were playing this adventure, and the adventure itself is based on these two characters that Jen and I built up together, but they're just like the bare bones in just the base adventure. So it could literally be any family with a wizard and a partner and children. You can swap that in and out easily enough, but like I added the bullets for Satan's character from that campaign for Bullseye. Cheshire was our Justice 282, who normally plays with us in this time slot.
The cameras are a bit wonky on the screen, sorry.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's maybe when you send the link to us or something. Zoom,
Yeah.
Zoom,
There we
yeah,
go.
Zoom,
Open the chat, yeah.
yeah, Zoom's a bit temperamental with that type of thing.
They're close enough. It's good enough.
Close enough.
Damn you, Zoom. That's the one thing I hate about window capturing Zoom. But yeah, but I went into what is the bare bones of it, and then I beefed it up, adding in those little details, adding in the details of if you had looked at what was in the books in the twins toy chests. I had a Easter egg written for Jen that it was they were learning about the Fae Court that their father, Bram, the Archfey of Early Spring, runs. So that's what their current lessons were on. They were learning what Dad does for a living when they left this home. Yeah, it's just I wanted to just beef it up for you, hit that nostalgia factor a little bit.
It's a good base, like I said, for anything, because like any DM can take it and make it personal. Like, well, I'll insert these characters that my party knows, or I'll do this. I mean, they can even switch up the riddles if they really wanted to. Like, it's a really good base, and it's not only just in general, but like especially for starting DMs who want something that's low stakes for the party and low stakes for them. Because I know when I first started DMing, which I've been doing for maybe about little over a year.
Yeah, over a year now.
Yeah. Like just learning the entire session, whatever, I forgot what it's called. The entire game that you bought, or adventure that you bought, and learning what all the monsters are, and then you have to make sure you have them all up so you know their stat blocks, and you have to make sure that you know all the traps and all what the damage does. And so it's not only easy for the party, it's also an easy adventure for a DM that might just be starting, or even if you're a DM that's been DMing for 15 years and you just want to take it easy as well. And it's fun.
I just want to take a break.
Yeah, it's an easy zero prep session that I would enjoy as a DM. Like, I don't want to plan thing. It's been a busy week. I can insert this somewhere.
Well, you all have my
Especially
permission
after
to
a
use it as
dungeon.
much as you want. Shoot. I'll play through this, change it up. Yeah.
So like from a writing point of view, like because Jen, no, you've read it, but it is in the adventure. Have you put like more than 3 keys in the mansion? And
no, there's only 3. There's only 3 because it's not big enough for any more. So the way I wrote the bedrooms is the 3rd key is on the 2nd floor, and they're not going to hide the key in their kids' room because it's going to get moved somewhere and they'll never find it again. And the other room is a guest room, and it's in the like skeletal structure of the adventure. It's all customizable. Like there's none of the things that I mentioned in the guest room are in there. That is purely up to the DM what they want to put in there, Easter eggs for their party, or nothing at all. And it can just be a guest room. Because I mean, most of the times I know, like when I go to people's houses, like the guest room is just this forgotten room that gets dusted like once a month, and then it gets opened up like when a guest comes to stay. Except for mine, which is my office. But the only place really to find it is that puzzle box.
Okay.
And that's supposed to be like the ultimate team building challenge at the very end.
I felt real like breakout games there with that sort of like team building challenge. Like, we can do this.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not really from a player point of view, but from a DM point of view, if you're picking it up and you're not an experienced DM, you know, I think what people struggle with is when they're reading material and it doesn't tell them how to deal with certain problems, because a lot of the time they don't need that. They can ad lib, and then when they go, my players just aren't finding this key, even just a box that says, if your players aren't finding the key, move the puzzle box to the room they're in. Something like that. You know?
And that's a disclaimer. Like, that's a disclaimer I totally intend to put in here. Is just move them around.
If they're taking so long,
bring the keys to them.
Bring the keys to them.
But that's also why I didn't put too much into all of the rooms.
Yeah.
Is because there's nothing worse than having these, which I mean, you do have the library, which is mostly for like exposition and like talking about the family. That's more like who own this house. You do have that room that has a lot of things in it that you can touch and look at and get history on. That's the lore dump of the house.
Yeah.
But like in the bedroom, it's a little bit of lore. But there is a box sitting alone on a table. Go touch it.
Yeah, because you've got to walk a fine line between being descriptive and pointing, inadvertently pointing the players to red herrings. Being like, oh yeah, there's this beautiful picture on the wall. It shows this. It has this name on it. And everyone's like, oh, the picture. There must be something to do with the picture. You're like, actually, that was just a flavor bit. The box on the table is the thing you're supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone who runs this to even just remind their party, like, there's a second floor. There's also these rooms. There's also that room. That's something that I've tried to get into the habit of.
That.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But that's something I've tried to get into the habit of as a DM, because you will focus in and you'll hyper focus on details that are important in other adventures, but they're not necessarily important in this one. So sometimes when you get shoved out of the room and you say, yeah, you can go back in, you also have X, Y, and Z to go look at, just as a reminder. Which I don't see a lot of DMs doing on stream, and I wish more would. But I like
DMs
to,
in general.
Yeah, DMs in general. I would like to, I would like to just be like, hey, DMs, you can do this.
Yeah,
so it's not railroading if they've hyper focused and totally forgotten what's happening.
Not at all. Yeah, because there's lots of woes, isn't there? There's lots of anecdotes online of DMs being like, my players they're just not taking the hint, and it's taking them so like they've completely gone the wrong way, and you just like
remind
two words from you.
Remind them where the path is.
Enough. Yeah.
Just gently guide them back. Yeah.
Remember what that person actually asked you to do. Oh yeah.
I think that's also nice to add into like a module like this, because especially like I said, for new DMs, it's something that they can learn to do in this module and take with them as they bring their party to their own adventure, their homebrew campaign, or a different module. Like, it's okay to switch things around. That's something I've done a lot in my homebrew world and even in written modules. So introducing them to those rules, and that, hey, you can move them around, you can do this, you can be descriptive but not railroad, you can remind people. It's just good learning, good like beginner rules that people often forget about. And they don't include in like how to be a DM. Yeah. So I just think it's really nice to have that.
Yeah. Saucefire in chat. Thank you for being here today, Saucefire. Says, looks like you'll have to run it again in reference to some things having been missed. I will gladly run it again. I'll run it as many times as people want me to. This is a lot of fun.
Every time we go in, it's just a different puzzle.
I'm gonna have to find some more riddles.
Well, I mean, when it comes to like something like this and like in keys in different rooms, and there's more rooms than there are keys. I mean, you could almost have a random table of where the keys are going to be.
That's a good idea.
So that every
that
time
is a good idea.
you play it, it's not going to be the same game, even when people have already played it before. So
I might look at doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be, and then a bit like a Cluedo thing. It's going to be in the lockbox in the kitchen, or it's going to be in the mimic upstairs, or it's going to
Yeah. Well, you need the mimics to at least eat one of the keys. That's the whole key to the mimic thing. Otherwise, you're just gonna be there feeding them and getting health potions all day long. You need that fourth item you get to be the key. But yeah, I think for the other two keys, I could probably just hide where those magical items are differently and just roll for those two. What else did you guys see that could be a change? Anything?
I mean, you could also do different types of puzzle for each room instead of just like the say the phrase and the answer. I think that might also add another factor of it's still relaxed, but you don't just know the answer in each room. You're like, okay, well, this one, I know I have to say the word, the question and the answer. This one, and easy puzzles, I have to maybe rearrange in like the color of the rainbow. Some gems you have to be rearranged. Simple puzzles like this that could add another layer to it. It's not to say that
Okay.
just the riddles is bad, because I clearly very much enjoyed it. But other simple puzzles could be added to kind of switch it up, so it's a different way to get a key in each room.
Okay.
Yeah, like I really like the fact that there was a dexterity check required for one of the puzzles, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, if you're a DM and you're running a campaign, and most of your people are strength based or dex based, or you've don't have money that are intelligence based, it's quite cool to have a couple of options of actually you're going to need a character that's going to have to pass a strength test to get this puzzle, or someone is going to have to pass a dex test. Don't know what that was.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea to just insert a note saying, if you don't have XYZ in your party, you are allowed to use other skills for this puzzle.
Yeah, I wanted I really like the dex check too, because one of my biggest gripes about doing like the dungeon crawls is that it's all intelligence, wisdom, and dex is only used to unlock the doors. Like I remember as a kid, my aunt actually, this is where I got the idea for the last part of the puzzle box. She used to give us money at Christmas time, and she'd give us like $50. But she put it in these puzzles. It was a plastic and it had a slot. And so the money went in the slot, and then you closed it. And then you had to turn the plastic puzzle to get the ball to like a very specific point so it would unlock.
That's
and
really
so I was
fun.
like, why doesn't anyone put something like this in there for all the dex-based characters who only get to unlock the doors? Like, how
Sarah,
lame.
my aunt did the identical thing. It was a wooden box with a little metal ball, and she put money inside it, and I had to sit.
We've had this conversation. We have the same backstory. Like,
it keeps going.
Robin and I are like, when you choose your own character, I just pick the different hair option.
It's fine.
It's
We just get into
fine.
our answers and like every so often.
Yeah, but I just go ahead, Jen.
I will say this is one of the few times I've seen a time puzzle work successfully.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Did you feel like 30 minutes was too long or too short? Because I thought about doing 20 minutes, but I didn't know with people role playing
so much, and we just do stupid shit so much that honestly, I think it was perfect.
Okay, yeah, because it's supposed to be role play heavy and encourage role play.
The other thing that might be an issue is that obviously because we had a high dex character, especially if you're doing this for like lower level characters, is the doors. I mean, another thing you might, instead of moving the keys around, what you could do is move the rooms around. So every time it resets, the rooms move around because it slows them down enough.
That's a good idea too.
That's a good idea.
Because if they get stuck on a door that they can't open, whereas if they get spit out of the room and then all the rooms rearrange, the only inconvenience then is going, oh, is it moved to this, there, or there? And then they're going to get it within.
I'm going to have to commission a lot of maps to make that work.
Yeah, that's
but that is a good idea though. Especially if you're doing theater of the mind.
Yeah, because when I said, oh yeah, maybe do a random table for the keys, I did kind of have in my head, oh, maybe a random table for the rooms, but I'm like, no, that would be a lot of maps.
Do y'all want to know how the door locks worked?
No.
So if you didn't read so basically the concept for this was I found a pocket watch actually when Satan and I were just hanging around on a Zoom call one day. There was this pocket watch, and it had this kind of like MC Escher-esque motif to it, and I had the idea like, well, what if that was like the trigger for something, or what if that was a magic item for like Magnificent Mansion, and it just kind of sat on the shelf for a while. And then I was thinking one day about what would a home security system look like in a world with magic, with like wizards and stuff. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought like, oh, what if you had like a house that traveled with you, but you needed it to be secure in case someone found it? Because if you're carrying these magic items, like all you need to know is the trigger word that's printed on the bottom of it, and then you have it. It's yours. Like there's nothing like tying it to you. So I thought like, what weirdness would a wizard come up with to create a magical, essentially vacation home that was secure? And and required a lock that would require you to know where the pieces were, but also give you enough time to go get all of those pieces. So you can always go into the foyer. That's always a safe spot in case you need a safe place to be. That was very important to me, number one. But when you read the script and do the riddle above the door, it actually lowers the DC for unlocking the doors for a set period of time. So when that is not read, the DC on the doors is 30, which is near impossible for people to like that. That's the old DM trick. It's near impossible for anyone except for a super high level character with like, and even then it's a really hard DC to pass. So it makes this nearly impossible lock. But then when you read the phrase, it drops the DC down to 10. So that's why you couldn't open it when you hadn't read the phrase, is because the DC went from 10 up to 30 because you hadn't gone back downstairs to read the phrase. But anyone who knows the house is going to know that they need to read that, and then they can unlock the rooms and get into them, go to the places where these keys are hidden, and then put the keys in the slots and get in. So it's kind of like it's like if ADT was designed by a chaos wizard, basically. Yeah.
I think
So,
it's. Go ahead.
What if, because obviously my character had all the thieves' tools and everything, could pick locks from the get-go. What if, as an addition, if you've got a party that you know none of them have thieves' tools or any lock picking on them, that before they find this watch, somebody finds thieves' tools or lock picking tools or something,
if you
so
don't,
the party at least have them?
If you don't have the ability to lock them, you can temporarily break the door. There's a DC for that as well. And it works in a similar fashion. And then once the timer runs out, the door magically comes back together and repairs itself.
Visual-wise, I was going to say that instead of getting like a bunch of maps made, just have the same rooms, but have them in separate, like,
make them modular.
files. Make it modular. That way, even digitally, the DM can like just put them on like Roll20 and put them in different spaces. Or if you're going to print it out, you can just cut them out and then move them around.
I love that idea.
Because I think that's less repetitive than unlocking the door all the time. It means that it also, like, because once it happens once, people go, oh, they're changing. And then people will then start like going, oh, we need to map out each door and go like, right, the kitchen's there, scratch that. And then they go to the next one and go, all right, this is the library. Oh, so that means that must be downstairs. Quick, go downstairs, because you're on you're an actual timer. So you're like, quick, run downstairs. So you're only really going to like hamper them for so long. But if you keep getting them to do checks on doors, especially if it's like, a lower level party, if you decide to make it for, lower levels as well, and they keep they keep going, oh no, we've got like we've got two wizards and a cleric that keeps failing their strength check, and we can't get through the doors.
But it's nice because it keeps the players entertained outside of their characters.
I really love the panicking that y'all did every time at Countdown, even after you knew it wasn't going to hurt you. I love the panic of the second one. It was even better than the first time. Because it was like I could see it on your face. You're like, oh, this is the most inconvenient time. We are so close.
It's not going to kill us, but it's just inconvenient.
That was the vibe, wasn't it?
Oh, it was wonderful to watch. I had such a great time with that. Gosh. All right. We have about 15 minutes left, so let's go ahead and go into our normal closeout. Thank you all so much for being here doing this with me today. I was nervous about this, but it was a whole lot of fun. As always, for those of you who have hung out with us, this is a charity channel, and we like to talk about our charities that we love to support after the show rather than talk about ourselves. If you would like to know more about us, our Twitter usernames are all on the display. And if you are watching on YouTube in the future or currently in the live stream, everyone's linked down below, along with our Discord server, where you're more than welcome to come and give us feedback on the game in the area that we have for talking about our in the area that we have for talking about our TTRPGs with the cast. My brain moved faster than my mouth could move. you are more than welcome to do so. That link is currently going up in the Twitch chat as well. It's in the description on YouTube. And I will go ahead and go around the room and end with me. So, Robin, I know you just took a big gulp of something, but what's your charity?
It's okay, I swallowed. I'm just here to crack everyone up. My charity is World Horse Welfare, which is a wonderful charity dedicated to improving the welfare of horses, believe it or not, and also encouraging education around horse care for owners and basically everyone. They're a wonderful charity, and I supported them for many, many, many years.
Wonderful. Ollie, who do you support?
My favorite charity is Great Ormond Street Hospital. They are a children's hospital in the UK. They specialize in rare and severe health conditions that affect children. They do some great work. I've had family members in the past, and yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks for telling us about them. Satan.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan. Information's around here somewhere, but I am still supporting the StopAPIHate.org foundation. They work directly with the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities in the United States, specifically now during times of this pandemic where hate crimes against those cultures and identities have risen. So if you'd like to learn more about what they do and how they help, you can go and click on the link there. There's also an anti-Asian violent resource card that you can click that'll let you know other charities that have been verified, keep you up to date with news, keep you in the know, like what to do if you ever see a hate crime happening in front of you, how to help, and all that good stuff. So yeah, just go check them out.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I championing the Little Princess Trust. They are a UK-based organization, and they provide free real hair wigs free of charge to children and young people who have lost their own hair through cancer treatments or other conditions. They have provided over 12,000 wigs and have raised 15 million in research projects towards finding a cure for childhood cancers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And as always, everything that I make on Twitch goes to the trevorproject.org. They provide crisis counseling and support for the LGBTQIA plus youth community, as well as a whole host of educational resources written by the community for those both in the community and outside of it. Last year, I raised through this channel alone over $700, and this year I set the personal goal that I'm gonna try and raise another 1,000 for them this year. So I think it's doable, and I have been doing it with these wonderful people at this table, both new to the table and our longtime table mates. Thank you so much for being on this journey. Thank you everyone today who resubscribed, who gifted subs. I could not do these donations without you. You are absolutely amazing, and you are all the reason why I continue to do this. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone to our raiders today who came and raided the channel. All of our new followers. I am so excited to get to know you when I have streams that don't require my full attention. I am so glad you're here. Thank you everyone. Again, this has been a very, very fun day. With that, I want to go ahead and remind everyone, eat something healthy today. Take care of your body. Drink some water. Hydration's important, especially in the wintertime. If you forgot to take your medication this morning, it's okay. We all forget from time to time. This is your gentle reminder that it happens to the best of us. And if you need to do so, do that now if it applies. And last but not least, if there is someone important in the world who you have not told recently that they're important to you and that you care about them, go do that today, because it's never too late or too soon to do that. With that, we're just going to go ahead and wave. I'm going to actually queue up the correct button to hit, and we're all going to say bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.